Oh, what's up, everyone, and welcome to another video game collection video with your boy GorTheMovieGod. It's been about a month since my last one. I think my last one was the Nintendo 3DS. And when I asked people on my community section for YouTube, which one did they want to see first, the 3DS or the DS, everybody voted for the 3DS. Not everybody, but a lot of people did. So the DS had to be put into the back burner. I wanted to do it pretty quickly after the 3DS, but I just never got around to it. But now we have the Nintendo DS, which even though I love my 3DS collection, I'm looking at it right now because it's right behind my webcam that I'm recording this with it. I'm just looking at it, I'm like, that's. I mean, I don't have every game, but I got a good amount of games on the 3DS. My Nintendo DS collection, on the other hand, is mwah, I love it. I love it. I love the Nintendo DS. I love the 3DS. I pretty much love every Nintendo, at least portable console. You could say, some crap about some of the regular consoles, but when it comes to their portable stuff, I don't think I've hated a single console. Hell, even the Game Boy Micro, I love it. I love that little thing. You can swallow that thing. That's how small it is. You eat it. Eat it. You love it so much, make it part of you. Anyway, Nintendo DS I love. I have like maybe 5 Nintendo DSs of varying qualities and versions and whatnot. So I enjoy the Nintendo DS, and obviously other people do because it's one of the biggest selling game consoles ever. So let's get to it. Since my last DS collection video, which was I don't even know when, I've acquired a lot of new stuff of some good shit too. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. How many times am I going to say let's get to it? I don't know. Maybe 10 more times. I don't even know. So let's start with, I got 3 piles here and I got a bunch of loose games. Let's just start with a pile. You know what? Let's get to the good stuff. Usually I wait until the end to get to the good stuff, or like in the middle or something like that. But screw it. Let's get to it. Let's do some Pokemon games. First one, straight off the bat, of course, we got Pokemon Soul Silver, which I actually just picked this up complete. It does have a cut in the case, which is really annoying. But it does have the Pokewalker in there. It has the game in there, of course. Actually, that's not true. The game right now is currently in my Nintendo DSi, I believe. No, it's in my 3DS, wherever that is. And I was playing it a little bit a couple days ago, and I really want to get back into Pokemon. Maybe I should play Pokemon Sword, because I do have that. But I've been wanting to play Soul Silver. That's just me. I love Soul Silver. That's probably my favorite Pokemon game. Technically, Silver is my favorite Pokemon game, but Soul Silver is, I mean, I guess it's the same game. Some differences. But anyway, I haven't played Pokemon in a very long time, and I kind of want to get back into it. But anyway, I got Pokemon Soul Silver. There you go. It's the big box. It has some damage, of course, and it doesn't have the plastic tray for the Pokewalker. I might as well show it, right? It's actually a pretty easy box to open. I don't have the tray, so I just have the Pokewalker kind of bouncing around in here. Here's a little extra thing. Here's the game. And here's the Pokewalker, this is actually my original Pokewalker. I should mention that. Because this isn't my original copy of the game. My original copy I got rid of a little while after I bought it. But I kept the Pokewalker because you didn't need to sell that back to GameStop. Which, yeah, I do sell some games back to GameStop. Only when I get good deals from them. Anyway, Pokemon Soul Silver. There you go. Let's go on with more Pokemon. This is actually my newest addition to my Pokemon collection. That is Pokemon Pearl. I already had the case for this for a long time. Got it at a yard sale for $1. But I just got the game. So there you go. In a bundle of DS games. You might still see that bundle during my next... What the hell is it called? Gore's Sexy Pickups, or whatever I call it. Next is Pokemon Diamond version. This one is not complete, technically. The game's not in there. I mean, the game is in there, but no manual. But there you go, Pokemon Diamond. This one is a printed out copy. I'm just going to tell you right here. I'm going to have a lot of games here that I printed out the not labels, the cover art for. And there's something wrong with the printer I use where it doesn't, when you print out the covers for, I use the coverproject.net, which is a great site. But for some reason it doesn't like print it full size, it only prints it close to full size. So some of my covers look like this, but I use these covers mainly because it has the end labels and it helps me add them to the collection. But Pokemon Black version 2, obviously, not complete. And I think I used the case for another game. Yeah, like Naked Brothers Band. I even kept the thing in there, but there's the cartridge. Same thing for the next game, which is Pokemon White version 2. Same thing there. Oh, I have it upside down because I'm a fucking jackass. What is this? It's something. I don't know. Big Brain Academy. I don't freaking know. I'm not gonna take all that stuff out to see what the label is. Anyway, there you go. Next, Pokemon White version. Now this one I think is complete. I could be wrong there. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Look at that. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for my Pokemon games. The only one I'm missing right now that I give a shit about is Pokemon Platinum. The rescue games, I don't really care about personally. I know the new one's coming out in like a week. Well, it's not a new one. It's just a remake of the original 2 games. But not my type of Pokemon games. To be honest, Pokemon's not even a series I play that much anymore. So if those aren't my type of Pokemon games, now I'm definitely not playing them. So anyway, next, I got these at GameStop a couple years ago. They were selling each one of these for, I think, $20, and they had them complete. And they had a buy 2 get 1 free sale. And now these go for around 30 to, I think, 60. I think one of them goes for like 70, actually. But anyway, Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. There you go. Great game. I wish they kept releasing portable. That's actually the manual. I mean, the receipt when I bought these games. I think I bought 2 of them for one day, and then I bought the other one another day. Like, I bought like 2 other games and then got one for free. And then when I came back to the GameStop another day, or I went to a different GameStop, and then I found the other Castlevania game, and I bought another game. Whatever. I bought like 6 games is what I'm trying to say. And 3 of them were Castlevania. I got those 6 games 2 for 1 is what I'm trying to say. Next, of course, is Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, which is complete. And the last one is Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. By the way, Castlevania Season 3. Few days, baby. That's all I gotta wait. That's all I gotta wait. That's all we gotta wait, I should say. Anyway, there you go. So yeah, those games are great, actually. I never finished the second or third ones, but Dawn of Sorrow was awesome. I remember I got that pretty much with my DS, because I didn't get the DS when it first came out. I think I got it like a year later. And I can't remember if I got it the same day. As the... I mean, I don't remember if I got Dawn of Sorrow the same day as I got the DS, but I got pretty close, and it was a damn good game. It was a damn good game. Next is The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Never finished this game. God, these fucking DS games are hard to open sometimes. Whew, it's either that, or I'm weak. God damn. The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, didn't play this one either. I did play it, never finished it. Are you kidding me right now? I'm a fucking weakling. Or these... I mean, the DS cases are pretty hard to open, but I don't usually ever have that hard of a time opening them. Of course, those games are, I don't know, mixed? What would you say, mixed? Because if you look critically, they got great reviews, like 8s and 9s and 10s, mainly around the 9 to 10 range. But there's a few 10s out there, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, I don't remember loving them. I don't remember hating them. Yeah, they're like used the stylus to make them make Link walk, which was a little weird. So I haven't played in a very long time. So anyway, next is Chrono Trigger, which of course, classic game. Haven't played this game in years, and to be honest, I don't think I ever finished it. So I would love to finish it. I might have finished it. I'm not too sure actually. Don't quote me on that, because I might have when I was a kid, but Chrono Trigger is a game I always wanted to go back to and actually finish it, because I don't think... I know how it ends, but I'm thinking in my head, I think I only know how that ends because I've heard it, or I've seen it somewhere before, just not in the actual game, you know what I mean? Like, you've seen the ending from, like, anything on YouTube, whatever, you know what I mean? I know how it ends, but don't know if I finished it personally. Anyway... next is Dementium the Ward. Now, this game is actually really good. It's a horror game, one of the few on Nintendo DS, and it's actually really good. It actually controls well. You have to use the stylus to move your camera and stuff. It's a first-person game, and it has shooting elements, obviously. It's actually pretty scary, too, and the graphics for the time were awesome. I believe I finished this game when it first came out, and it's not very long. It's like maybe 4 hours long. But yeah, great game. Of course, it's a printed out copy, which I don't really mind as long as you can see the label, I guess. I mean, not label. I keep calling it label. But anyway, game is in there, but no manual. I got it loose, from GameStop or eBay. I can't remember which one. but it was one of them. This one I picked up for a damn good price, $25 on OfferUp, and that is Dementium 2, which is also a great game. I actually played this one recently just to see if the cart worked. I also did the same thing with Dementium 1, but I picked this up semi-recently, last few months, and yeah, it still controls really well. It's not as... I only played about an hour of both of them recently. I believe I finished Dementium when it first came out, around when it first came out. But recently I only played both of these, maybe an hour altogether. But Dementium 2 is not as creepy. I don't know why. Maybe I think it tried to go for a more action-oriented thing, but I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe it was the situation when I was playing it. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, next, one of my favorite game series of all time. This is the first game in that series, and that is 999, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. This is part of the Zero Escape series. I am currently still playing the new game from the same guy that thought up this series, called The Somnium Files. Great game. Anyway, this is the original cover of that game, and it is sealed. I'm going to keep that sealed too. Whenever I want to play this game again, I have the PS4 version of the first two games, so I'll play that. So anyway, there you go. That is the front, and that is the original cover, which is still my favorite cover, I guess. It's not my favorite Zero Escape game. Virtue's Last Reward goes places I don't even know. I did a full playthrough for Zero Time Dilemma though, and that got good traction for the most part. I think it started to die off pretty quickly when it comes to like views. But because I was like one of the first people that was doing a playthrough, and don't expect like genius levels of gameplay. Like I'm not going in knowing exactly how to solve everything. Most of the time when I recorded that, when I was recording for that playthrough, it was during like 1, 2 a.m. That was when everything was quiet around here. I don't know. It was a great time though. Great game. Not as good as the first two, but still great. I was just happy to have it. Anyway, next is Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Never played this game. Huge fan of the Phoenix Wright games. The first three are phenomenal. Ever since then, though, I could not get into Apollo Justice. Couldn't get into what was the other one on 3DS? The first one, Spirit of Justice. Is that the newest one, or is that I can't remember. Whatever the newest one was, I couldn't get into that. I did finish the first 3DS Phoenix Wright game, but I didn't technically get into it. Like I didn't really care for it. I just don't. I want Phoenix. I love the combination of all these original characters: Phoenix, Larry, Gumshoe, Maya, Mia, Pearl. All these characters I love, and I just don't like any of the new characters, even close to as much. So anyway, I never played this one to be fair, but I love Edgeworth, so maybe I should play it. Ace Attorney Apollo Justice, like I said, not the biggest fan. I just realized that I don't have the first two games on DS, mainly because I have them in various other ways. Like I have them on either the phone or I have them in the Switch collection, but whatever. Anyway, Apollo Justice. I haven't been showing the insides, but anyway. Here's the inside. This one too. There you go. Now, this one is my favorite in the entire series. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations is the third game in the trilogy, and it was a damn good way to end it. Godot is awesome. Love Godot. And just the cases, I don't think there's a single case here I didn't like. I think some people don't care about the flashback episode, I guess, but I love that one. I think it's great. It adds a lot of characters to certain characters that didn't get enough screen time in the first two games. Anyway, love those games. That one is sealed, but again, I'm like halfway through the first game again on the Switch. So actually, no, that's not true, because I played the first game so many times. I started with the second game on Switch. I'm halfway through that one. I can't wait to get back to Ace Attorney 3, Trials and Tribulations. All right, next, we're on the next pile of games. I got Custom Robo Arena, which is, Custom Robo. Custom Robo on the GameCube. It's on the DS. I never played it. Ultimate, I played the GameCube one, but Ultimate Mortal Kombat, that's a printed out cover, and it is a port of, I believe, just Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. Play the faithful recreation of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. It comes with the MK Puzzle Combat, which was in Deception, which is fun. That was a fun game. Oh. I remember being really excited for that when it first got announced, and then I just never played it. Anyway, Golden Sun Dark Dawn, very disappointing game. Love Golden Sun 1 and 2. Not the biggest fan of this game. I never finished it, to be fair. That's mainly because I lost interest. And if you don't grab me in the first few hours of a game, then you're gonna be on the back burner. And this is not even on the back burner anymore. This is charcoal now. It's just done. Anyway, next, Trackmania DS. Remember Trackmania? They released some games, and I don't know. I guess Ubisoft's just not gonna bring that series back. I mean, I guess it's only been about 5 years since the last one, but whatever. Anyway, DS game. Glory of Heracles. This is a remake of an original, like an old SNES game. I think. I don't know. I never played it. Played this one a little bit. I like the Greek setting, but I don't know. Not a big fan of the. What was I not a big fan? Because I haven't played this in a very long time. I wasn't a big fan of something. I don't remember what it was. I haven't been showing the insides. Holy shit. I was glued shut. Either that or my bones are made out of cream cheese or something. Again. That's just a word. Anyway, there you go. This is like a mystery game or interactive crime novel. It says that literally on the front. But never played it. It has a kind of like a Max Payne-y look to it. Max Payne. Because it has like that kind of comic book style look to the, like you can kind of see there. It has a comic book style to it, I guess, which is what the cutscenes of the original Max Payne were. They were like comic books. I don't know. Anyway, next is WarioWare Touched. I think this one, yeah. Okay, no, it is. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I think this one is not complete, but it is. Never mind. Great game. One of the last I would say great WarioWare games. I think most of them have been kind of mediocre recently. I heard the one on 3DS is pretty good. I actually have that one, but I have yet to play it, so maybe I should play it. Swig time. All right. Oh God. Next is Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. Never played a Professor Layton game, but this is the third game, I believe, in the series. Next, Professor Layton and the Curious Village, which is the first game in the series, I believe. Again, don't quote me on that. Lunar Dragon Song. I love Lunar. That series needs to come back. See, I want to say I love this game. I want to. I really do, because I remember playing it when it first came out. This is my original copy, by the way, of Lunar Dragon Song. Which, by the way, a lot of DS games back in the early days of the DS really wanted to have those initials be DS for the subtitle. So bad. Even Dawn of Sorrows, or whatever it's called. Dawn of Sorrow, right? That's the, yeah. DS, if you don't count the of, which you don't usually for acronyms. But Dragon Song, DS. Yeah, it's Lunar DS. I don't know. Anyway, I want to say I love it, but I do kind of, but I know a lot of people don't like it. In my memory of this game, I really liked it. That's why I never got rid of it. I don't know, but I know it's not good. I know everybody hates this game. Like, it's like the worst Lunar game, which that's saying a lot, because, I mean, is it saying, I guess that's not saying a lot, because there's a lot of really, well, no, it is saying a lot. Is it saying a lot, or is it not saying a lot when the series has been excellent to that point? Saying a Lunar game is the worst Lunar game in the series, is that saying, whatever, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, Lunar Dragon Song, this is my original copy. Bought that when it first came out, I believe. Maybe like a couple months later. 2005? God. Yeah, it was 2005, so it was pretty close after it came out. Maybe it was already out already, and then I got the DS and I got it. I don't remember having that when I first got the DS, so I think I might have waited a couple months, or it wasn't out yet. I don't know. Anyway, next is Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. There you go. Complete. I actually I got this from a convention I was at for $10. It's a legit copy, by the way, too. It was just somebody selling some games just here and there, and some just like on the table, whatever. And they said $10. I took it, and it was just a cart, so I had to get a replacement case. So that's a replacement case right there with replacement cover art. And then I found someone selling all the inserts for like $8. So I made this a full copy version for I think about $20. So not bad. I mean, it's not the actual cover art, but it doesn't matter. It's good. It's staying in my collection. Sorry, hold on. I just messed up the art. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. It's good. Next is Resident Evil Deadly Silence. DS right there. There's another DS subtitle. I love the original Resident Evil game. But it's a game that I never, ever thought would ever be a portable game in my life. Of course it is now because you can get on PSP, PS Vita, or whatever. But when they first announced this, I was really young. I was like, what? So I was like, I never saw that coming. So I think I bought this when it first came out. This is obviously not my original copy. It's a printed out copy. But I'm pretty sure I bought it when it first came out. Maybe not exactly when it first came out, but close. And yeah, it's the same game, except they added touch controls where you can go into first person view and like use the touch screen to like knife zombies. I mean, obviously they wouldn't let you shoot zombies because then that game would be fucking easy. Go into first person mode. I mean, all right, headshot bang. All right, headshot bang. All right, headshot. Like, I don't know. Anyway, next, Aliens Infestation. This game I'm really upset about because the game is great. I really like this game. It's a Metroidvania kind of game in Aliens Infestation, which is cool. Aliens Infestation. Aliens, the world of aliens. It almost feels like that not that we know what this would feel like because it never came out, but it almost feels like it could have been what that alien cartoon show from like the 90s that never came out got canceled. I think one episode got made, a pilot episode, and that was it. It almost feels like that kind of, because it's definitely, it's only rated T and it feels kind of cartoony, I remember. But what I really like about this game is that it's a Metroidvania, and I love Metroidvanias. And back in 2010, 2009, 2011, well, I didn't know it was in the last decades. Yeah, it was really fun. But my problem with the game is that right when I bought it, not right when I bought it, a few months after I bought it for really cheap. Like new, it was like, I think maybe $20 or something like that. Maybe a few months later, maybe a year later, I don't know, because my time doesn't even exist to me. This game went up in value real, like, to the stratosphere. It went to like $100 new, and of course I bought it, and it was, I'm not even kidding, by the time I bought it and I actually played it, it was like maybe a week before it fucking skyrocketed. So when I opened it, that was pretty much when the price would like skyrocketed, and I don't know. Anyway, I'm just babbling there. It's just like that was that confusing. I just realized, did I just say something really confusing there? I think I did. What I was saying is, I bought the game. It was really cheap. A few months later, it skyrocketed in price, and like maybe a few days before it skyrocketed in price, I actually opened it and played it. So if I just waited like a week, it would have been $100 game. But it was still like a $50, $60 game when it was used. But whatever. Anyway, I just remember going like, you gotta be kidding me. Like I spent months letting that sit, and then I opened it, and like not even a week later, it just went crazy. It was like a $20, $25 used game. Maybe new was like $30, $35, and it went just pew all the way up. I was like, whoa, that was fucking crazy quick. Anyway, next is Advance Wars Dual Strike, which is the first game in the DS Advance Wars games. Of course, Dual Strike DS. So right there. I like the original Advance Wars a lot. I love it, actually. I should say I love it. Advance Wars 2 was great as well. That one, that's not the best. It was great. It was great. It's just not as good as the first game. It was great though. This one I never played, but I heard it was not as good, not even close. And it kind of ended the franchise. Advance Wars Days of Ruin. I guess it ended it. It might have just ended it because it didn't sell well. I don't think the Advance Wars games really sold extremely well. I could be wrong. In America, at least. I don't know. New Super Mario Brothers, of course. Gotta have that. Mario Kart DS. Gotta have that, too. That's a classic. Super Mario DS. Have to get that. Oh, I'm sorry. Super Mario 64 DS. First game I had for the DS, too. Because it was the game I bought with the console. Day one. I think I bought other stuff later on and stuff. Or maybe I did buy some stuff the same day. my memory's not very good, but this is the first game I played, so first game for the DS. And next is Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, which is a great RPG. And I don't think I finished this one, actually. Superstar Saga. I played so much of. I love it. Love that game. But I don't think I finished that one. I could be wrong. Anyway, last stack. We'll get through this one a little bit quicker because there's not as much good stuff in this. So I think we can get through it quicker. Super Princess Peach, because I try to get rid of a lot of the shovelware. Almost everything in my collection right now is either stuff I had from when I was a young kid, and that's the only reason why I still have it. You'll see that stuff later on. Or it's stuff that just isn't shovelware. Anyway, Super Princess Peach, the game where you can play Princess Peach, and her main attack is an umbrella. And I think she, I don't know, what does she do? She kisses? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't she like cry a lot? Isn't that one of her attacks is she fucking cries? Yeah, you can even see that on the back. Can you see that? You see her crying right there? If that game came out today, it would be a lot of problems. Anyway. Not that I would care. But anyway, Dragon Quest IX, Sentinels of the Starry Skies. I think I got about a few hours into this. Never finished it. The only Dragon Quest game I finished was Dragon Quest VIII. I guess it makes sense if you don't play a lot of DS games, which I do. But if you don't, then that's the only one for a long time that came to the consoles in America. I do play a lot of DS games, or at least I used to. But I never really got into a lot of the JRPGs on the DS, including this one. I did have it, didn't play it too much though. I did play some JRPGs, obviously. I played Lunar, like I said. But yeah. Anyway, next, Contra 4, baby! When are they going to make a new Contra? They definitely didn't make one last year. So I'm wondering when they're going to finally make a new one. And it's actually Contra. Because there definitely wasn't one that came out last year. Touch the Dead? No, thank you. That's a, like... House of the Dead, except you touch because you got the DS. Okay, at least they didn't put a subtitle that had the DS. Contact. This game is actually kind of cool. Actually, this is I believe a JRPG. I never played it. I should say that straight off the bat. Every time I see it, though, it makes me really wonder about it and want to play it. Almost has like an Earthbound style look to it. I always wanted to play it. So anyway. Hotel Dusk Room 215. This is on my backlog for games I need to finish before I die, which might be soon. But Hotel Dust Room 215, that's definitely on there because I obviously, like I said, I love Phoenix Wright, and that is straight up my alley. So I want to play that really badly. Also, I like that you have to hold the DS like a book. I don't know why. I like it. Metal Slug 7, of course, Metal Slug. That's a series that needs to come back too because those are great games. Fucking tough as hell, but really fun. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Great game. This is my original copy of Chinatown Wars. Love it. I think the map is still in... Are you kidding me right now? Holy shit. Yeah, the map's still in there. I think that's my original receipt for GameStop. Let's see. Let's see who... Oh, no. I think the ink's gone. Yeah, I think the ink's gone. Oh, no, it's not. It's still there. Let's see. I bought this April 2nd, 2009. I think that was when it came out. It was $34.99 because that's back when that's how much a DS game would be. It would be either $29.99 or $34.99. I want to see if it said it was me on here. It doesn't though. Because did I not use a thing or whatever? Or maybe they just didn't put your gamer, what is it called? Power Up Rewards thing up here. Yeah, I guess they didn't. But anyway, I used cash. So my change was $1.99 because I just gave them $40. So there you go. Bloop! My original receipt. Who sold me this, by the way? David. Shout out to David. You good guy, I guess. Yeah, anyway. That's my original receipt. I actually forgot. I do like to leave my original receipts. As long as I remember to do that, I like to leave my original receipts for certain games. Especially ones that I know I'm going to actually, keep for a long time. Mega Man X. Nope. Mega Man ZX. Never played this. Not the biggest Mega Man fan, personally. I do like Mega Man, don't get me wrong. But, just not as big of a fan. Pokemon Ranger, which is, fucking what? Is one of the few Pokemon games I have that is not a regular Pokemon game. I don't even know why I have that, to be honest. Next is Spyro Shadow Legacy, which I believe... Is this like a... No, it's not. Okay. I was going to say, is this like a JRPG? But you know what? I think I'm thinking of that Sonic game. that I think was it BioWare that made that. It was somebody that made that Sonic JRPG on the DS. I think it might have been BioWare. Was it BioWare? No, man, it was somebody. It was somebody. Anyway, Spyro. Next this is my original copy of Nintendogs Adoption. There you go. Hey, when I bought this, I just bought it because it had the dog on it. I don't care. Adoption. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. Beagle. I wanted it because I like dogs. Obviously, I don't like dogs enough to know how to pronounce certain breeds. But anyway, I was gonna say genres originally. Zookeeper. This is actually a really fun puzzle game. This is my original copy back in 2006. I think I picked this up. Really fun little puzzle game. It's definitely a game that should be on a phone, which I'm sure it is. But I had it on a DS and I liked it. Same thing with like Mr. Driller. That was also on the DS, and it was like an old Dreamcast game, but they made a new one for the DS, which I believe also had a subtitle that was DS. It was something like Dual Strike. They also had Dual Strike as a subtitle. And like something like that. Drill Spirit. That is exactly what it was. Or Drill Spirits or something like that. Anyway, Brain Age. Love Brain Age. That was my original copy too. Used to play this all the time. We would have like me and my friends would have like contests to see who would be the fastest to like 2 + 2, 2 + 1, 3 × 3 or whatever, that mode. We used to love that mode all the time. We see who would do it faster. But anyway, Brain Age, great game. Next, Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wings. Again, another printed out copy. Never played it. Didn't really play too much Final Fantasy 12 either. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade Attack. This is a terrible game. Do not get it. The only reason why it's in my collection is because it's not shovelware and I like the turtles. So 2 reasons. Diddy Kong Racing DS. I actually got this case, I believe I got from my friend Lady Foxfire. And I think it doesn't have like 2 manuals in here. It's like one of the heaviest. Yeah, it's like a PictoChat thing in there too. Because I just picked it up and I remember I'm like, whoa, this thing's heavy. This is like probably my heaviest DS game. But anyway, shouts out to her. I think she just sent me the case. I had the game. Either I had the game already or I got the game later. I don't know. Anyway, Lost in Blue 2. Lost in Blue, great franchise. All right, maybe I should reel back a little bit. Let me rewind. Not a great franchise, but one I really like. I never played the Wii game. I heard that was terrible. Shipwrecked, I think it was called. But the original Lost in Blue was awesome. I love the whole idea of... Not that I love the idea, because I would never want to be in a situation like this. But I do like the idea of a video game taking place... not taking place. You're on a video game where you are shipwrecked. You're on an island. You have to survive. I don't know. I like that. So you have to figure it out. Find animals, cook them. Try to get somebody to save you. I don't know. And of course, there's more of a JRPG vibe to that game. But anyway, Lost in Blue 2 I didn't play too much of, but I love the original Lost in Blue. Final Fantasy 4. And the last game in the case games, I guess, is A Witch's Tale. This is a custom made box, by the way. It's a game originally I didn't know if it was going to be worth anything when I bought it. It's worth about $20. I don't know. Not really a game I care about personally, but I got it for the collection. All right, so now I have some loose games. We're going to go through those quick. First thing first, I got this Metroid Prime Hunters demo disc thing. It's not a demo disc, obviously, because they ain't a disc, but you know what I mean. This is actually a lot of DS games I just picked up. Don't know if I'm going to keep all this stuff, so I'm going to show this real quick. It's just a bunch of loose games that I picked up in a bundle of loose games. So the first one is Mario Kart DS. I'm not going to let them all focus because that'll take way too much time. So, Sims 2. Got Spider-Man. Is this 2? Yeah, Spider-Man 2. There you go. Spider-Man 3. There you go. All right, they're focusing pretty quickly, actually. Whoa, where are you going? Star Wars Lethal Alliance. All right, another copy of New Super Mario Brothers. Come on. All right, well, you see it. You saw it. This one, when I saw it a lot, I immediately was like, oh, shit, is that Explorers of Sky? It wasn't. It's Explorers of Time. This is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time. Sky is like a worth, I think that's like a $70 game right there. That's like without the box and whatever. Star Fox Command, which is a pretty fun game on the DS. Scooby Doo Unmasked. Now that one's probably not going to be kept because I'm definitely not going to get that complete. I don't give a shit. Monster House, based on the classic film. And Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. So there you go. All right. So those are the loose games that I just got in a lot. Don't worry, I still have some more loose games. All right. So I bought this thing right here, which is a little holder for your DS games or 3DS games. And these are for the games that are like worth actually holding in a case. Make sure they're okay. Because there's a lot of games that aren't really worth that. Like shit games I'm talking about, but these are actually pretty good games. So real quick, I'm just gonna go through it. I'll just show you the case itself. So we'll go through it as we look. All right. So on the first row we got, or not row, on the first side I guess we got Sonic Classic Collection, Elite Beat Agents, Trauma Center, Under the Knife 2, Metroid Prime Pinball, and Rhythm Heaven. Rhythm Heaven's awesome. Those are all awesome games actually. I love me some pinball, and I love me some Metroid. Elite Beat Agents is great. Sonic Classic Collection is a bunch of Sonic games. Trauma Center is a great game too. So a bunch of really good games there. None of those I would say are shovelware, so that's good. Next side, we got some 3DS games on this side, but I might as well show them. You got The Wizard of Oz Beyond the Yellow Brick Road, which is a weird game because it's like a JRPG based around The Wizard of Oz, which is really strange. Tecmo Bowl Kickoff, which is just Tecmo Bowl. And Rune Factory 3. Right now I'm playing Rune Factory 4 on my Switch. Awesome game. Love it. Almost makes me want to go back to the original Rune Factory games, but I don't think so. But anyway, that's that side. And there's a bunch of 3DS games. You got Steel Diver, Samurai Warriors, and what's that? Gabriel's Ghostly Groove 3D. All right, well, good for her. And then on this side, you have Animal Crossing Wild World, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Elebits, and Lost in Blue 3. So there you go. And this Edge little card that has a bunch of games on it. There you go. It's one of those. All right, you can see it. Whatever. And the last page, I guess you could say, you got The Sims 3, Monster Tale, Trace Memory, Yoshi's Island DS, and one of those R4 cards that has a bunch of games on it as well. So there you go. So there you go. All right. So there you go. I keep the good stuff in there. The ones that are blank are for memory cards, by the way. Before someone asks me, why don't you put some DS games in there? This one actually is not. I don't know why that's blank. Here, I'll put Pokemon or whatever. There you go. That's worth putting in there. There you go. Anyway, oh, that's right. I have two more. I forgot. I have these little case things too. So real quick, we'll take a look at these. You got Lux Payne and Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games. So there you go. Got those two. There you go. And then on the other side, because there's two sides to this. Oh, there you go. You got Mr. Driller Drill Spirits. Yeah, it was the... I was right. Oh, and Ninja Gaiden, is that a subtitle that's a DS? Is it? I think it's Dragon Sword. It is. That's actually a really good game, too. Both of those are fun games. Like I said. Anyway, next is another copy of Final Fantasy IV. And something else. I don't know. Oh, yeah. And this one's a messed up cart of Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Troubadour. I think that's how you pronounce it. Troubadour. I don't know. And the last game is Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, which is a great game. Great game. Don't skip. I think that's it, though. Oh, my God. Almost 40 minutes long? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It was 40 minutes long. I had a lot of DS games. Like over 80 if you count all these loose games, which I don't know why you wouldn't. But anyway, that is that. That is all of my Nintendo DS games. And it took a little while. So I guess we could just screw around for the next like 40-something seconds just to make it sure it's 40 minutes. But that's it. So got a lot of games. I love DS. One of my favorite portable consoles. Don't have all the time in the world to play every single game. So that's probably why you're going to hear you heard me say, I don't know if I played this game that much. You know, it's just a lot of games. I have a lot of games. I play a lot of games. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh. I'm not one of those guys that just plays like 2 games and that's it. I play a lot of games. And sometimes I don't finish games. A lot of times I don't finish games. But if they don't captivate me immediately or in the first few hours I'm playing, then sometimes I have to drop them and go to something else. Anyway, I stalled enough. Now it's 40 minutes long. How you doing? Bye. See you later. See ya. My next video game collection video is going to be very, very soon. And I mean very soon.